Hello guys, I am just a random fangirl and welcome back to my channel. So this time we'll be reacting to Hannibal, Season 2, Episode number 3. So, last episode was really, I don't know, creepy, but also really great. But, all of these cases have been really creepy in some way or another. They are really gruesome and gory. So, I should be getting used to it. But I don't know why, I just can't. Something always gives me the ick in the best way possible. But like they are just so explicit with these scenes. Like, I don't know. I love them, but I hate them. So, we well, I want to say that we basically solved the mystery of the killer last episode, but I'm not really sure if that is going to be the case because we as the audience know what happened and we know, but I think that the characters still don't know everything to it. I mean, like, of course they can't know everything to it, but like I'm really interested about Will and his thoughts on this case. I mean, like in every case for that matter, but in this case because of that moment when he was getting into the mind of the killer, and then he saw that vision of the I want to say stag, because there are difference between like stags and deers and stuff like that. So, and Hannibal, so like Will knows, Will knows. Or he suspects most of it. Like, he is not buying any bullshit anymore. So I love that for him. We also got the story about, the continuation with the story about the Hannibal's psychiatrist, and how she's basically stepping out and she's saying like, nope, they don't pay me enough for this shit. And you know what? I admire her for that. Like, yep, better be going because you never know, as we saw in the last minutes of the episode. And apparently she believes Will, which, like, I guess that makes a lot of sense because, as I said before, of course I don't think that she knows everything that there is to know about Hannibal, but I think that she's one of the people that probably know him better or have a better understanding about who he is as a person. So, I don't know, like, I don't want to see her again, because if we see her again, I'm not really sure what's going to happen to her. But at the same time, she's a really interesting character, and her interactions with Hannibal were always my favorite ones. Like, except Will and Hannibal's interactions, but like they were my second favorite ones, because they were just really interesting, and they were great to know more about Hannibal's psychic and what she felt that Hannibal was doing or projecting or thinking. I don't know, those interactions were really amazing. So I'm going to miss her if she doesn't return to the story, but at the same time, go girly, run. Run. So what else? Yeah, we are still moving slowly towards the first episode, the flash forward in the first episode, and I am really nervous because every time that I think about that flash forward, I don't think how Jack is going to live with his life. Like, I don't see it. I don't think that that's a possibility, because damn. But like, yeah, so I'm really interested to see where this is going, where we're going with Will, because he's playing the game. It's really interesting the approach that he's taking with this this whole thing and the whole stakes about him and the repercussions of him being framed and his possibilities, and there's just a lot of things happening, and I love this show for that. So if you're watching this on YouTube, this is going to be a highlighted reaction. But if you want to catch the full-length, uncut, unedited reactions, I am going to leave you my Patreon account in the description box down below, and feel free to check it out. We are a bunch of episodes ahead in there as well. And I think that's it. So without further ado, let's just jump into this reaction, shall we? There's just so many things. Oh, is it the day? Is it like the day that he has to defend himself in court? Or is he projecting that day? I don't know. Well, holy shit, what's that? What the fuck is going on? I think that he's projecting, right? Like, what would happen to him? Or how he's feeling? Or... yeah, I think that he's thinking about the possibilities and he's trying to come up with solutions, and... yeah. All of this is internal, obviously. The struggle.
Mr. Graham, it's time.
So, Will Graham was able to save Abigail Hobbs' life. But the profile that he created of her father was so vivid that he couldn't escape it.
I mean, like, that part is true.
And
like, we know that.
State, he killed 4 more women.
We know that that's not true. But, you know, it makes a compelling case. Oof.
Marissa Sure, Georgia Machen, Abigail Hobbs.
He was able to save Abigail Hobbs from her father, but he wasn't able to save her from himself. He killed her, and he ate her. At the very least, he ate her ear. What happened to the rest of Abigail Hobbs is locked away in the recesses of Will Graham's traumatized mind, or so he would have you believe. Something else you should know about Will Graham. He has remarkable visual memory. He's keenly insightful to the human condition and remarkable visual memory. He's keenly insightful to the human condition and, I would argue, the smartest person in this room.
The way that he
He's
smiled.
capable of creating a psychological profile of a completely different kind of murder.
I mean, like, it's half true, half lie. Not that they know. But that's how it sounds so convincing. Because there are a lot of facts that we know that are true, and a lot of things that could make sense without knowing the actual context.
If I only knew what the truth was.
Oh,
There's
honey.
nothing wrong with your instincts.
My instinct says
Murders. Over 40 different pieces of forensic and physical evidence that tell us that Will Graham can think like a killer because he is one. Rather than feel tormented by
This
the work
really-
he did,
Ugh.
Will Graham enjoyed the cover his role at the FBI gave him to commit his terrible crimes.
Yeah.
I don't believe that to be true.
Yeah? Baby, I believe... You don't believe it.
Agent Crawford?
Will hated every second of the work. He hated it. He didn't fake that. He hated it, and I kept making him do it.
Why then is it that when you offered him an opportunity to quit, he refused?
Because he was saving lives.
There you go, honey.
I had been warned by more than one person that if I pushed Will, I'd break him.
No, baby. Don't put the blame on you. He's not even the
Put those
killer.
checks and balances in place, then ignored them.
I mean, yeah, but
And
it was
you-
not completely on you. Like, definitely it was not completely. Okay, so the thing is that we know that Jack is blaming himself since well, since all of these shenanigans started, and even before that. But we knew also that he was pushing Will to a breaking point, because he was like, we got all of the sorry, I dropped something. Okay, yeah. Okay, so there were a lot of instances where Jack would, I wouldn't say push, but maybe gently or not so gently nudge Will into the direction that he wanted Will to go. Because yeah, Will continued to do the work that he hated because he wants saving lives, and I think that the same can be said for Jack and his motivations for continuously pushing Will. It was not malicious, it was not, and he, like, I just think that we need to cut him some slack, because he technically, like, yeah, he was pushing him. Yeah. There's not other way to go around that. But not pushing him to the breaking point. The breaking point came because of the person that he assigned to take care of Will, that we know that it's Hannibal. They don't, like, all of these people, except for Will, don't know that. For Jack, it makes so much sense that because of the context and the situation and the things that he knows, that he could blame himself for making Will break, even though we as the audience know that's not true, but it makes a lot of sense that he would blame himself. And the thing is that things probably could have been okay if Hannibal was not the person taking care of Will. If there was any other psychologist, psychiatrist that, you know, that, an actually good one that could actually help him without, you know, trying to break him in the process, and, you know, the things that Hannibal did, then Jack wouldn't have missed all of the things that Will was suffering and going through. Of course that, like, I don't think that even with Hannibal, Will could, well, I don't know, but I don't think, because we saw that in the show, even when Hannibal was pushing Will to the breaking point, Will didn't commit murders, didn't commit any kind of crimes. So I would assume that the things, if things continued the same, of course Will could have ended up breaking, but I don't think that breaking in this kind of way, but breaking in, you know, really psychological mental health problems, like we saw last season, because he was really struggling. Of course, some of that was part of the work and the nature of it, but I think that a lot of it was actually because of Hannibal. Like 70% of it was because of Hannibal. So it just makes me so sad to think that Jack is blaming himself, because it makes a lot of sense. The thing about this case is that it makes a lot of sense when you don't know the actual story. And I just really want to see what it's going to take for Jack, or any other person for that matter, to start thinking that maybe Will is not crazy and maybe he's been framed. Because we know that Jack gets to that point because of the flash forward in the first episode. We don't know how. This is fascinating.
Innocence isn't
Well,
a verdict, Mr. Graham, but not guilty is.
Yeah.
This isn't law. It's advertising.
Advertising trivializes, it manipulates, it's vulgar.
Well, that's law.
So's the law.
Yeah.
We
My
have to
brother
create
is studying law,
desire
so
to
yeah.
find you not guilty, which is non-existent in this courtroom right now.
Yeah,
We're
that is very
manipulating people
true.
into buying something they don't need. They don't want your innocence. Thank you.
Yeah.
Unconsciousness and a pretty package. That I can sell.
Yeah, this guy
If I
knows
take
what
the
he's
moral high
doing.
ground with you, I'll get you killed.
Yep.
think I opened your mail.
What does that even mean?
So I've been thinking about taking her to Italy where we met.
That's nice.
We could. She could die there.
This poor guy.
Jack, you're not sick. You don't have to go into the ground with her.
Whew. Tough love.
If
Yeah.
Bella's lost to you, the FBI could still be there.
You're telling me not to commit professional suicide?
As a friend, I'm telling you not to force an issue for the short-term emotional satisfaction it can have.
Now this got really
Seems you
interesting.
have an admirer.
You think someone sent me in here because they admire me?
The boundaries of what's considered normal are getting narrower. Outside those boundaries, this may be intended as a helpful gesture.
How far would you go to help me?
It hadn't occurred to me to send you in here. I'm grateful someone has.
Gratitude has a short half-life.
So can doubt.
I love their
I have new
interactions.
thoughts about who you are. There may very well be another killer.
I want there to be.
Some part of you still suspects me.
I don't know what anyone is capable of anymore, least of all myself. But, I know there is no evidence against you.
There never was.
Accusing you makes me look insane.
Really interesting.
I'm not insane.
You're not, baby.
Not any.
I have no romantic feelings for Will Graham. I have a professional curiosity.
I like that, professional curiosity. It seems so... seems so indifferent. Unless you look like you're lying when you say it. But you didn't.
I love this guy. This is hard. This is hard. Yeah. The ear.
You've identified the ear.
We identified the knife that cut it off.
It's Will Graham's. The blade matches the cuts on Abigail Hobbs's ear and on this one.
It was presented in court as evidence, then it was sent to the courthouse evidence room, where it was checked out by the bailiff in Will's trial, Andrew Sykes, and it never went back.
Pretty good, right?
Okay.
Go!
Motherfucker. Oh my god, is he going to explode? I don't know, but I don't think it's going to be good. Flames. Yeah. Makes a lot of sense. I hope no one died, though. I mean, like, at the very least, yeah.
About the case against Will Graham.
Your team
It
provided
does.
the evidence.
The overwhelming evidence.
So you understand the significance of my questioning it?
Agent Crawford, we all heard your testimony. Are you sure you're not just trying to assuage your own guilt?
Yes, I'm sure.
I'm not.
Andrew Sykes was mutilated in the exact same manner Will Graham allegedly mutilated his victims, ways that have not been made public.
Will Graham isn't saying he didn't kill those people. His lawyer is running an unconsciousness defense. In effect, he's admitting the acts, but just not the responsibility.
Will's maintained his innocence all along, in spite of memory gaps. Whatever Mr. Brower's strategy is, this will offer a new line of defense.
That's for Mr. Brower to tell me, Agent Crawford, not you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Crime scene. What do you see?
And yeah, all of this is giving him a way out. Like, it's opening the possibilities just enough. Oh, I love that. Okay. It's amazing how Will is able to do this, even with a picture. Like, just a picture.
I shoot Mr. Sykes once.
Collapsing lungs, tearing through his heart's aorta and pulmonary arteries.
He will die believing we were friends.
Huh.
It is his last thought.
Shit.
His death isn't personal.
And reproduction?
You knew that already.
Of course.
Would have liked to have been wrong.
Occam's broom.
You intentionally ignored facts that refute your argument, hoping nobody'd notice?
You noticed.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to dispel your doubts once and for all.
My doubts about what?
Me.
Of course.
I want you to believe in the best of me.
I believe that.
Just as I believe in the best of you.
But it's complicated. It has
This
a lot
trial
more
offers
nuances
both
to
reasonable
it.
doubt.
It offered us a distraction.
Yeah.
Maybe this acolyte is giving you your path to freedom. Even Jack is ready to believe Will.
What did you realize, babe?
It would be a lie.
Yeah. Of course you wouldn't want that. You're a better person than I am.
I don't want you to be here.
I don't want me to be here either.
And you have a choice.
He won't use it.
wrote you a poem.
Huh.
Are you going to let his love go to waste?
Damn.
Your fast, triumphant
That is also true.
diagnosis of unconsciousness was the best play we had. Now we have a better play. Needless to
That
say,
is true.
I won't be calling you to the witness stand.
Who's taking the stand in my place?
Hannibal. Oh my god. I have chills. I have chills.
I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Oh my god. That is
Morning, Doc.
amazing.
Please describe your relationship with Will Graham.
Ooh, where do you
I
begin?
was asked by Jack Crawford to monitor Will's emotional well-being while he works on cases. I was never officially his psychiatrist.
If you weren't his psychiatrist, what were you?
I was meant to be his stability.
That's a good way to put it.
I failed him in that.
How did...
Okay. What is going to happen?
So it appears that the judge was murdered in his chambers and then he was hauled out here to be put on display.
Holy shit!
Not only is justice blind, it's mindless and heartless. How
Whoa,
did the
what?
killer get so close?
Chambers and then he was hauled out here to be put on display.
Not only is justice blind, it's mindless
and heartless.
How did the killer get so close?
Holy
No
shit!
sign of a struggle. Simulation was post-mortem.
He was shot in the chest just like the bailiff. Can't see the entry wound because he removed the heart. But there is an ankle
Holy
wound.
shit!
The frog must have taken it with him.
A trophy.
Doc. This judge's death, there will be no verdict. No ending. It'll start again. Like the trial never happened. But why?
Psychopathic violence is predominantly goal-oriented. A means to a very particular end.
The way that he's very aware of
killer wanted
everything
this
like this.
It's an elegant, if rather unorthodox solution.
He spares Will a guilty verdict and his life for the moment.
Yes.
He's gonna reach out to me.
Yep.
What does he want?
He wants to know me. What do you want?
Interesting question.
I want to save you.
Oh, my poor babies. I was definitely not expecting that last murder, but damn, that was amazing. That was great. I loved that. That is, how do you say it? Making a point. That is making a point. Oh my god, I love that. I mean, like, it was so carefully done. The thing and the balance, and I like that. Man of culture. Yeah, that was nice. That was a nice chilling touch to the end. And what to say? This episode was really amazing. It was really interesting. We got to see some characters that we hadn't seen in a while, giving verdicts and giving opinions, and you could see what, things are working in their minds when they are saying them. I also really like the way that Hannibal and Will interact with each other, and how they both seem to, more Hannibal than Will, of course, but he seems to be saying things without actually saying them, and I really just like that detail to him. Will is usually more straightforward, but there's just something about their interactions that are so exquisite to me. It is just interesting. And all of these things playing out differently because of new murders happening that seem to be, like Hannibal said, basically they are a love letter to Will. So it's really interesting to see what the trial is going to do because of this, and because of the death of the previous judge, and what that is going to mean for the whole process, because damn, that was just really, really amazing. This episode was really, really great. I don't know. I think that this has been one of my favorite episodes. I don't know what to say. It's just that you can really see, like, all of the characters are just the perfect mixture of complex characters that you kinda understand. It's just so easy to understand where everyone is coming from. Being good or being bad doesn't matter. The thing is that you can understand all of the actions, all of the thoughts, all of the feelings make sense for every character to have. We got to see also that not everyone on the team of Jack's team, it's on board with this, maybe Will is not as guilty mentality. Most than anything, those two guys, sorry, I don't know their names yet. They are not relevant enough in my mind to know their names, but I'll try to go back and learn their names just for the sake of it. And yeah, like, they don't trust Will. And to be honest, like, the thing is that it's really understandable why someone would not trust Will, because it does seem hella suspicious, and there is a fuck ton of just proofs and leads and there's just a bunch of evidence. So I understand if they don't trust him. But yeah, this episode was just really, really amazing. I had a lot of fun. I just think that the music and the ambience of this show really, work and make you feel really immersed in the story, and I think that is always great. Oh my god, this episode, I am dying to see what's going to happen next, because holy shit. Damn, dude, damn. It was just great. So, if you enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to leave a like or a comment. Anything you want would be highly appreciated. And if you want to know when I upload my reactions, I'm going to leave you my Patreon account in the description box down below, and feel free to check it out. I guess that's it, so we'll be seeing each other on the next reaction. Bye!